Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. It will give you an overview of the Town of Falmouth's effort to update its current Open Space and Recreation Plan, the OSRP, which was last updated in 2014. Feedback is focused on the 7-year action plan of the OSRP, but the town is interested in your comments on any pieces of the plan. Opportunities are both online and in person. First, let's define what we're talking about in the OSRP. Open space can mean different things in different contexts. For the OSRP, open space refers to undeveloped land, regardless of ownership, that has important ecological functions, natural resources, or cultural resources that are worthy of conservation and protection. Examples include forests, farmland, fields, wetlands, and floodplains. The OSRP also focuses on outdoor recreational areas such as playgrounds, parks, athletic fields and courts, and bikeways. Why does the town have an OSRP? Well, having one helps it plan for the maintenance and enhancement of these resources so they can continue to provide environmental, economic, and social benefits to the community. They give us clean air and water, build resilience against the impacts of climate change, and provide space for neighbors to gather and for us to be active. The planning process helps us to understand where we are, where we want to go, and how we want to get there. Revisiting the plan allows us to measure success in meeting community needs and overcoming challenges. Finally, having an OSRP approved by the Massachusetts Division of Conservation Services keeps the town eligible for funding through that agency. It also positions the town in applying for other types of funding to implement the plan. It shows that projects have been vetted with the community and have support moving forward. DCS, the approving agency, outlines 11 required sections for OSRPs. These include a summary of data that give context to who lives in Falmouth, the businesses here, types of housing and development, municipal infrastructure such as water and wastewater systems, walking and biking networks, and stormwater management, among other information. Inventories of the town's environmental resources, as well as its open spaces and recreational resources, are also included. There's a needs analysis that describes community needs, natural resource protection needs, and the needs of the town to maintain and operate its facilities. This includes a required ADA self-evaluation of sites under the jurisdiction of the Recreation Department and Conservation Commission, plus a transition plan to address structural barriers that were identified. The plan articulates a community vision along with goals and objectives to meet identified needs, and a 7-year action plan that outlines a roadmap for implementation. It includes who is responsible to move the action forward, time frame for completion, and potential funding sources if needed. How did we get to the draft OSRP? Mid-2022, the town received a grant from the Cape Cod Commission to update its plan. It used that funding to review new available data, reports, plans, and inventories that supported planning for open space and recreational resources. Town staff and key stakeholders were interviewed. In November, a virtual public workshop was held to ask about community needs. What was the town doing well, what could be better, and any new ideas the town should be considering as it planned for the next 7 years. A community survey was also distributed at that time. At the end of December, a draft plan was written, but funding ran out. This past spring, the town received another grant to finish the plan and get more public input. It addressed any outstanding questions from their 2022 draft and conducted the required ADA self-evaluation on properties under the jurisdiction of the Recreation Department and Conservation Commission. It is now looking for public input on the draft plan to understand if it's headed in the right direction. Next steps will be to collect letters of support from the Falmouth Planning Board and Select Board, as well as the Cape Cod Commission, before sending to DCS for approval. There are 2 ways to give your feedback on the draft OSRP. An in-person open house is being held on Thursday, August 15th at the Falmouth Public Library from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Stop by any time and there will be information there for you to read and review. You can ask questions and there'll be different ways to give your feedback. You can also go online and complete a survey. Scan the QR code here with your phone or type the link into your browser. Draft material is also available on the town's website. If you have questions, you can email Falmouth Town Planner Jed Cornock at jed.cornock@falmouthma.gov. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you.